Look at that blurry screen. Don't you just love it? Afternoon, ladies and germs. My name is Mitsuda, and this is Eternal Filena. This is the legend of a hero, passed down somewhere beyond infinite time, in the light of a distant star. The world suffered under the tyranny of the Empire, and the people were divided into three classes of citizens, colonies, and clergy. The clergy were a class of slaves powerless against their fate, but among them was the chosen one, the rightful Queen Phyllis, head of the Grace King. Okay, I was kind of banking on being given, second to read this dramatically, but you know. Sure. Fine. I guess we can do it your way, too. Game. Yeah, you probably got the gist of it. This is Eternal Filena. It was released in 1995, only in Japan, for reasons that will become fairly obvious. It is adapted from a 9-volume long light novel series written by Takeshi Shudo, the screenwriter of the first 3 Pokemon movies, which is the most interesting thing I will have to say about the game itself, I expect, in our entire run. I am not going very far out of my way to bury a lead here. This is a B-tier JRPG from the mid-90s, released on the SNES. The most interesting thing about it is that it is set in a world that justifies a title screen that looks like this. Hey, timing. And yet, for some reason, I have had it stuck in my brain in various degrees and constellations. Basically, since I learned the fan translation existed. So, since I have demonstrably had absolutely no stream stamina built up, and I needed some time to get back into things after the hiatus, I thought, you know what? Why not? So, without further ado, let's completely ignore this no doubt riveting demo that we've seen already and dive in. Dear Diary, never thought it would happen to me. It is 6 years since the Devis Empire conquered the world. Damn you, Hololive Eien. I knew we couldn't trust you. Dora, the provincial capital. That is, in fact, a JRPG world map. Can't take that away from them. The Battle Show. It's a show where you battle. But yes, trainers battlers from birth fight each other to the death, is highly popular among the Imperial citizens. The rage of the BattleNet is Body Slam. Yeah. And you can see why it's so visually interesting. And the crowd goes wild. Yay! The battlers, the battle show is no less than a struggle just to survive in this world. I'd say. Filena, age 6. No distinguishing marks or scars. Filena's in. Impazana, my little baby, I got my little baby voice. And of course, this is the first piece of text in the game that is not auto-scroll, which gives me a chance to take a breather. I'm not actually sure what I needed the breather for. This is a kind of nothing. I don't want to fight anymore. What's the matter, Filena? I am literally 10 times your size, don't be a baby. Come at me as hard as you can. Well, neither of them are doing any damage. That's probably not a good sign for either of their options. Their potential. Or many other words. I know it's terrible that a girl like you has to live as a male battler. Not touching that, but this is the only way you'll survive. Think only about becoming stronger. You must level grind, Filena. It is your destiny. I find out you're a girl right away if you fight like such a pansy. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. I see how it is. I do like the auto-scrolling clouds. Even back then, it wasn't super common to see JRPGs with animated battle backdrops. I mean, you had stuff like Chrono Trigger, obviously, which kind of shooed battle backdrops of any sort, and you had, I mean, Earthbound, obviously, but other than that, I'm just pulling it up for every fight. Maybe they are doing something interesting. Spoiler alert, they're not. And Pazana, please, I don't want to fight. It's not a good sign for the complexity of your protagonist when her first 2 lines are exactly the same. No, you'll train without rest and you'll like it. Now go to your room, young lady. Okay, everybody got that? I know it was a lot to take in. Megalo Battlers. 10 fights, you're in a streak, you get to go. You get to go somewhere else, but you get to do the same shit there. I can't even make my people red slowly joke back then, because it seems like they're lingering longer on the black screens than the— yep, that is a world map, alright. See, the Devis Empire absolutely did skimp out on set design, just directly copying the emblem of the Principality of Xeon. So, now you're 16, and I am your grandfather. We are inside of a castle. There is a chest in the northern corner of the room you should probably check at some point. Time really does fly by. When you're having fun, didn't we enjoy ourselves, Filena? Me repeatedly punching you in the face. Good times. Good times. It's now exactly 10 years today since you started training on your 6th birthday. Simple addition would show that that was when you were 6, and now you are 16. Your name is Filena, and you are secretly a woman. Grandpa Zena. I'm not your grandpa anymore. Not your grandpa, buddy. Not your buddy, pal. Not your pal, guy. Not your guy, buddy. You're a trainee battler, and I am your battle trainer. Let's start today's training. See, our relationship has developed so much over the intervening decade. Your greatest weapon is your swift, small frame. When I think of ways to fight that will not make people think like you're a girl, this is it. Never forget that. Get what? Now let's go! Oh, we can actually play the video game now. Looks naturally enough. I'm gonna punch him in the face. Seems like he deserves it. I have 13 TP, and I don't know if we have anything to spend it on yet. It is a tutorial fight. Use the Flying Ripper. Okay, Dad, do I go around telling you how to live your life? You should have mastered it by now. Eh. Such titans of power, are we? I held this. What? Oh, such an effective attack. I see why you demanded I use it. Tomorrow on, you'll have to live by yourself. Battler. Batman's loyal battler. Don't hold back now. I'm not holding back. This game just starts you at the absolute bottom of the power curve. Use the special moves you've learned in training against strong foes. You hesitate without giving them the final blow. You'll be dead meat. Eh. Alright, just for completion's sake. Yes, you all can see this game is very much pushing the boundaries of what was possible for a JRPG in the mid-90s. The near geographic center of the 90s. Legend says man once washed his jeans in pure acid. Good. That's enough. And then we stopped. Your debut fight is scheduled for tomorrow. Grandpa Zena. I'm sorry. Is there an echo in here? That's Master Zena. And now we see why they changed his original name for Bates. Starting tomorrow, I won't be your Grandpa Zena anymore. Just be a regular battle trainer. I'm also 5 days away from retirement. Would you like to see this photo of my wife and child? There, take these. These are the crystal knife and the crystal shoes. The shoes are very uncomfortable, but they have good stats, so I'm, measured shit out of luck. The crystal knife can emit an intense beam of white-hot light. The White Ray. I don't want to call it the White Ray. Also, the crystal shoes will make you able to jump better. And of course, you'll become faster. That's only common sense, after all. Always remember to check your stock of weaponry and armor before battle. Also wise to stock the 3 weapons you use the most, in order. Yeah, this is our attempt at a hook for a thing that, makes this game not exactly the same as every other. You can swap items. Well, I mean, most games do swap items. You can swap equipment mid-battle at functionally no cost. Does this matter? We'll say. Filena, I've given you everything I could this past 16 years. All I had to give are bruises, but you know I was trying. Do you know why? Because you have a special calling. The time for you to learn everything and catch up with the people who read the opening narration will come soon. Grandpa... No. Master Zena, huh? Your room has been prepared on the first floor of the academy. Prepare yourself for your debut fight tomorrow and rest well. I am your battle trainer. If you lose your nerve before the fight or want some special training and want to establish character when the inevitable happens, it'll be impactful. Feel free to come to me anytime. Now, if you don't mind, I have to do my jazzercise lessons. He's going like a madman. Holy crap. Anyway, this is your body. Do you accept it? We were advised to put shit in the order we appreciate, so, I guess I'll move the one with objectively higher stat totals. Got all 19 XP, but at least we have not lost our HP. We can also imitate dear old grandpa in moving, though he does have his speech moving in place. Hey, thanks, Grandpa. You're so expressive. You're fairly low on things to look at, unfortunately. Undertale Delta, and this is not. Excuse me. Should write in your diary before important events like the battle show, you know? Soon, I'll be 16 too. We'll be rivals once I make my debut. Seems very silly. Those who haven't made the battle debut yet aren't allowed to leave. About to make a crack about us being in jail, but textually, that is functionally what is happening. Very efficient layout, I'm sure we can all agree. Even read this? No. Okay. What's in here? Locked. Damn, they're on to me. We can't honk shoe, but it is purely decorative. You see why I was mayhaps a bit hesitant to dive full feet into this game back when I streamed regularly. Your room's the one upstairs. What, you mean up these stairs? Can't be asked to handle those stairs, are you a lunatic? If you get close to the enemy when you fight, your attack power will rise. However, your defense will decrease the closer you get. Decide before you fight whether you'll fight from the front row or the back row. You guys played this little game called Final Fantasy IV recently. Senna, our best trainer, brought you here 16 years ago, and information I'm sure is new to you. See, the thing I love about this game is how seamlessly and naturally the exposition is worked into the dialogue. Hey, are you in jail? Can I talk to you? I got caught running from the Coliseum. Maybe you should have run faster. I prefer living here to murdering people in the battle show. Well, it's A stand. Here, I wanna... No. One day I'll bust out of here. And I'll join the Clutchio rebel forces and smash the Empire. That's important to have dreams. Even if they're stupid. A valuable and efficiently placed room. Got some adrenaline. 2 adrenalines and an Eien. Antidotes. PDA is what we use to do settings. The game has AI battle. It It also has the option to not do AI battle, which means there's no reason why you would ever do AI battle. Default to max speed, which is nice. Also, infinitely noodle around colors, so if we wanted to say make our screen an absolute hideous shade of vomit green, we could with sufficient noodling, but time being, it will just be blue. This paid flipping effect here is the most visually impressive thing in the game. Though the celebratory Filena here is the most appreciative. We start with 2 healing items. This gave us 2 TP and a poison cure. Nice stretching the boundaries of what you can do in a JRPG. It's gonna be a recurring element throughout this title. Hello, sir. The room's just ahead. You should rest in preparation for the battle show. Well, it's nice to know everybody's really concerned about our health. Is this your bedroom? Can I sleep here instead? At the end of the day, the battle show is just another spectacle for the Imperial citizens. Oh, see, here I thought it was how they generated electricity. Oh, my bad. Better put on a good show. Like around telling you how to live your life. To make your debut, you have to leave the academy. Rules. Olaf, Balbus, and the rest live in rooms at the Colosseum, but the lucky ones get to live in the Clutch headquarters. Lucky ones? They're the people who got their trainers to put in a good word for them. Olaf, and Balbus, Diphthong, Nimrod. And this room is very empty. This room is not. We're just barging into people's rooms. And now that we've gotten the one character in the game who will bring that up out of our system, we will continue to barge into people's rooms. Trying to concentrate to prepare for my debut battle. Don't bother me. Just gonna stand here and stare at the window like I'm preparing to sing a Disney ballad. But then I won't. Because no one here wants to see that. Look at the size of that chair. It's taller than we are. Nope. It's stock up to 3 weapons to use in battle. You can't use weapons that aren't stocked when in battle, so choose well before the fight. So you don't have to switch around, pull out your silver weapons for the werewolf, and pull out your fire weapon for the ice enemies, which is not nothing. Filena, the Rector is calling you. Rector? I hardly think we can avoid answering that summons. Let's go. Follow me. And then we did. What? Every time I can I go? It was fine to be that way. I'm used to looking at this guy, we'll be seeing a lot of him later. So we have Filena, a Zaina, and a Philardo. Not exactly stretching the limits of our character names either. Thanks to this long crystal spear of mine that I've survived this far. Okay, buddy, no one wants to hear about your long crystal spear. Alibis. You do look pretty fast, but you'll never catch up with the speed of my crystal axe. Okay. So you're Zena's star pupil. My apologies to the instructors, but I'm gonna make mincemeat out of you with my crystal chainsaw. Okay, now your weapon I'm actually jealous of. I want a crystal chainsaw. And this is a big elephant. I've been putting off that elephant in the room long enough. Guess we gotta talk to him at some point. You're a battler? What a joke. I'll pulverize you with my crystal hammer. You know, most forms of crystal are hard in the sense that they don't scratch easily, but if you use one as a hammer, it will definitely break. Got the talkative guards out here. Hello, sir. What can I do for you? Tonight might be your last night alive. I'm so evil. Enjoy yourselves to your heart's content. I'm going to host a massive banquet with a bunch of rich people who will laugh at your suffering to show off how evil I am. Hey, wenches. Oh, what an unfortunate name. Think, all the twins have the same name. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by the U. You're my type. Come with me. Just gonna take the one in front of you, go, we all know. I guess I'll put up with this girl. They all seem so nice. Whoa, she's a perfect 10. Quiet nights. Let's talk for a bit. I'm the nice one, you say. Why don't you go back to your room with that girl and have some fun? What is it? What are you hesitating for? Hurry up and take her with you. You will do the weird, perverted, freaky shit. You don't have a choice in the matter. Gonna go after him? No. Do as you please. See if I care if you end up getting the whole way. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my room now. Everybody else doing the same shit? Yeah, okay, good talk. Now, to bed! Meanwhile, lady. Bleep. My name is Leela. Please sleep with me. Yeah, if I had a nickel for every time a girl's told me that in my life. Oh, this is awkward. That's what I came for. No, that bit happens later. There's a biological order to these things. Please, sleep with me. It's my job. Sorry, but don't sleep with me, they'll do terrible things to me. Well, you see, now we're at a crossroads. Doing things with you under these circumstances would also be a terrible thing. Remember, children, informed consent is important. Now you know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. What's wrong? Do you think I'm pretty? No, it's, I can't stop thinking about tomorrow's battle show, so... Come on, you're a man, aren't you? You see, a funny thing about that. You're really going to turn down a beautiful girl when she's coming on to you like this? Would it have killed you to shut the door during this conversation? Beautiful girl? Okay, you're a 7 on a good day, let's be real here. What? You don't think I am? I take the humble approach, and this is what happens. Moral of the story, kids. Be like me. Never be humble. Hey, how goes it? Good to see you. It's been a while. Hello, Pat. I have, against all odds, not died, and now I'm playing the exact platonic ideal of a video game. Whether that's a good thing or not is up to individual interpretation. Damn it! If I had the choice, I'd never choose some small fry battler like you. Wow, okay. What is so mean to us? Don't explode at me like that. I didn't say you weren't beautiful. You're cute enough. Cute? That's the magic word that makes Japanese anime girls fall in love with you without needing to do anything. That means... Don't think I'm beautiful then. Alright, fine. Let's go to sleep. I'm gonna get the lights, okay? That little squeaky noises. Guys, I think our Leela needs to be oiled. You're a good girl. Who would have ever guessed? Why? Girl? Battler? That such things are impossible. If the rector finds out about this, you'll be wrecked. But that's why they call him the rector, don't you know? See, it all makes sense. I'm a man. Yeah? What are those in your chest? They're bigger than mine. After this game is done, I'm gonna stream Yakuza just so I don't have to keep doing girl voices all day. Leela, right? Please, don't tell a soul about this. I was raised as a man ever since I was born. Yeah, me too. You don't hear me going around bragging about it. Why? Don't really know why. What? You don't even know why? Yes, that's what I literally just said. Try and keep up. So you're a miserable klutcher just like me. Okay, not just like you. I have some self-respect. I was raised to be a concubine ever since I was born. Wouldn't be able to stand it if I were you. Okay. Wow. At the risk of repeating myself, Jesus Christ, everyone is so rude to us. You'll still die whether they find out you're a woman or if you pose as a battler. Die no matter what. That's so... Let's just say that I slept with you here tonight. It'll be our little secret. Gee, I can't imagine why Nintendo of America didn't immediately jump on this in the early 90s. Well, early to mid-90s. That way, the fact that I'm a woman won't get out. I'm sorry I got upset like that. You're the one who's got it the worst. Alright. I'll keep your secret. Fine then. Keep your secrets. In exchange, promise me you won't lose the fight tomorrow, okay? I promise. Good night. Bloop. Okay, we're here now. Good talk. It's time for the fight! His voice gets a little wackier every time I do it. Because today is your debut battle, I'll be going to the Colosseum with you. There's always some coward who gets cold feet at their first fight and runs away. What is it? Oh, wench. You'll find out if you survive the battle. If you survive. Now go. Give me a second, I got a diary. Are you ready? Yes, I am. You know, game, I would have been willing to take your word for it that we went there. You don't have to show me the entire journey. It has such a unique art style. Let's see why they want to show it off. And there's an entire, like, pattern on the floor and everything. Welcome to the Colosseum. This is where your battle shows will be held from now on. Let's try to at least put on a good show, alright? See, I've been trying to do that whole time, but I don't think it's been going all that hot. Rector, we prepared a special seat for you, sir. Good. And then, like 2 magnets connected together, they went away in unison. You, come with me. And then we did. Line up here. Right, move it. Single file. Remember where your teacher is at all times. Do not get separated from your group. We will be going to the animal house first. Boop. Now. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce the battlers who will be putting on a fine show for you today. That's debatable. The first battler is Big Elephant the Crusher. His signature weapon is a tiny stiletto knife, and his gimmick is that he's so fast he's impossible to hit, I'm sure. The weapon he's holding is the giant Crystal Hammer. The second battler is Golath the Splatterer. His weapon is the screeching Crystal Chainsaw. Oh man, this show is super not autism friendly. Will the hot spraying blood of his opponent rain down on the battlefield? The third battler is Balabas the Lumberjack. Just like his dear mama, his swift crystal axe is faster than the eye can see. The fourth battler is Filardo the Impaler. His long crystal spear pierces right through the wind of the Colosseum. Stop talking about the length of his crystal spear. The fifth battler is the newcomer Filena, who has just made his debut today. Oh, and what's this? His weapon is the Crystal Knife. Is he throwing the match already? How pathetic. Okay, no need to be rude. May the divine protection of Devish be upon the brave souls who gave their lives in combat. You know, for all they said about us throwing the fight, the fact that they're showing us big, full introductions and giving our opponents jobber announcements is probably not a good sign for them. Okay, thanks. Now, the first fight is... Oh, it's Big Elephant versus newcomer Filena. Oh, that doesn't seem fair at all. This ought to be a shoo-in, but let's enjoy it and see how it goes. Okay, I'm glad you all came out. Wish us good luck. Alright. How long do you think you withstand my crystal hammer? Okay, but why are you an elephant, though? How does that work? Won't go easy on you, puny little man. Oh, we're gonna beat the shit out of this guy. Okay, as always, it's important to remember that the first step of any murder is to have fun and be yourself. Pretty good for such a puny little punk. Your audio did not fail there. There was, in fact, no sound effect accompanying that attack. I'll beat the fight out of you. So you're supposed to be the big, tough one, right? I'm already tired of dealing with you. Bloop. It's given us a severe case of bonkus of ponkus, but we appear to be making ends meet somehow. And by ends meet, I mean the end of our knife into his feet. Because he's an elephant, you say. Now leveled up. What did we get out of the level up? I don't know. But now the elephant is dead. He'll never forget the beating we just gave him. It's the last thing he'll ever experience. What a shock, ladies and gentlemen! Filena is the winner! His swift attacks took him to victory. Okay, we moved at pretty much the same speed and I dealt more damage than him. Game, this isn't a difficult narrative. But Filena himself is quite badly injured. Am I, though? Oh, Filena has collapsed. Is he alright? His puny little body must have reached its limit. He can't stand up. His tiny, minuscule little form just sucks too hard. It's a weird flavor of racism. Actually, we didn't die. Let's see. Dear diary, I ain't posting that. I got my ass beat. Lena, you finally come to. I was so worried. How you feeling? What? Where are you? I'm a mischievous little imp. You're home, silly. This is your house. Even though you're supposed to be a poor, sad, imposed upon slave, it's 5 times the size of anyone watching this is. You think? Real surprise, isn't it? Winning battlers get a house of their own until the next fight. Looks like everyone thinks I'm your wife now, too. We had an entire conversation, so it's only natural. As long as you live, I'll be your wife. We have a strange dynamic. A little kinky, but hey, never mind that. Unless you're aware of it. I'll always be waiting here for you, Filena. That's nice, honey. When they say you're supposed to be slaving over a hot stove, it kind of comes with the unstated assumption that there should be something on the stove. Don't worry, you'll figure it out eventually. Is this a jukebox or a cabinet? I can never tell. Like in real life, I mean. There are a lot of blonde people in this game. Because you're a battler, they'll give you food and a place to live while you're winning. Once you die, you're no better than any Clutchy in their eyes. Everyone in town is calling you Filena the Flea now. Like, in a flattering way, or... Clutchy, I must rise up against the Imperials at all costs. Okay, you gonna do that, or... Talk to me, talk to... Got all kinds of information at the Information Bureau. Is that why they call it the Information Bureau? But Clutchy aren't allowed in. Okay, wow, I'm super glad I had to work so hard to talk to you. It was totally worth it. City walls, you got anything for me? Doesn't particularly look it. Insert Scooby-Doo running noise here. Okay, I'm gonna do a circuit of the town the old-fashioned way then. Hello, sir or madam, do you need medical resistance? No matter how hard we clutch you try, we'll never become Imperial citizens. It is like the foundational definition of the word, is it not? Battler's job to amuse the Imperials by dying on the battlefield. I think we established that pretty well by now. 60 years ago, my country, Laudatania, became part of the Empire. I was already 800 years old by then. Now my country is gone, and all its people have scattered. It's so sad, sometimes I feel the need to do a little jig to cheer myself up. Boop, boop, boop. Sorry, I had to wrestle with that door for a second there. This house has laundry outside of it. Everybody's bulking down. Lardo's wife, Sarah. Mug, you bastard. You're just a rookie. But they give you a bigger house than my husband's. Well, at least we'll be sure to get to your house when my husband beats you. It's a, weird narrative decision to make such aggressively hostile characters out of our alleged class allies just because we need to fight. Back with you! Back, devil! Can't stand the stench of Fletchia. But dude, I'm pretty sure my house is literally bigger than yours. Maybe not? That pointy roof is throwing off my perspective. Speaking of which, is this what they call modern architecture? I'd appreciate it if you didn't walk around the citizens' quarter looking so stuck up, Fletchia. See, you can tell there's racism because every individual person you pass on the street just starts throwing verbal abuse at you with zero hesitation. Clearly, it's not enough that they literally murder them as an institution. No. Fletchia. Oh, better the Fletchia in this town than the layabouts from that pit of a town up north. Oh, so there's layers to racism. I see. Master's gone to spectate at the battle show. Does that mean I can go through and steal his stuff? No, it means the master doesn't have any stuff to steal. That's nice. Ooh, really rewards exploration. You Fletchia? Don't you dare talk to my son. I have no opinions about you breaking into my home. But don't you dare speak to my flesh and blood. If you are a battler, Fletchia is just a Fletchia. And you're proud. See, game, I kinda expected you to have come up with a bit more to the universe by this point. It's another great show with the next battle. There, thank you. Some respect. All I ask. Oh, it's Battler. Oh, boy. I haven't been in this house yet. Nope. People here are so rough and clutchy, I can't stand it. I don't recall inviting any Klechia here. You know, I was about to make a crack about Klechia no longer sounding like a word, but then I remembered. The Klechia man doing here? Get out, get out, get out! It's not super visible in the tiny little sprites, but I do feel some obligation to point out that canonically Filena is putting literally zero effort into this disguise. The world's become so peaceful ever since the Devis Empire united the world and instituted blood sports. I would have fought to the death for the Empire when I was young. I'm sure. The Klechia don't have the right to freely work or have children or to do anything except wander around town completely unmolested. Horrible. My husband not yet be able to tell because of his age, but I can tell a Klechia just by the smell. Get out of my house, you. Okay. Yeah, that's the child house. Child's. What's your story, Mac? Down to the next fight? You'd have trained up well. Only a fool would have rushed to his death. Hello, sir or madam. Just a clutch here, but if you are a battler, don't forget your place. You, I'm the pub's bouncer. Look, man, I'm not the one who decided to toss like that. Look at the game. I'll go back and talk to you after the ad break. That is something the audience deserves to see. We do want an HP. They did refill us after we allegedly died. Hey, you? Even if you are battlers to... Should probably turn that stove off at some point. You're gonna give people gas poisoning. You can't have people just barging in here. To be fair, I didn't wash my hands after stabbing that elephant repeatedly. Smell. You're a clutchy, aren't you? Messing up. Such three-dimensional world building we find ourselves facing. Oh, man. I'm just waiting to die here. Hey, I look old, don't I? I'm actually only 14. You know, old man, I can actually relate. I have really distinct memories of being, like, in my first year of middle school and having, strangers trying to make conversation at the deli or whatever. When I was out shopping with Mumsy and Papa. asking me what I was majoring in college. And then I didn't visibly age a day since then. So, you know, wins and losses. I look old. I'm actually only 14. I came here with a cold after they gave me some weird medicine. I kept growing up, and before I realized it, I was an old man. The worst fate imaginable. It's just a matter of time till I die. Well, damn. I'm pretty sure it's like 90% just because that guy has like 5 times more lines than any other NPC, but I will not lie, I felt something during that. Forced us to sit with it. Sit with it. Who are you? It's a clutch you want here. Not gonna stop you from doing whatever it is you want, just, you know, gonna ask. It's the Operations Center for the Door Division of the Imperial Army. Seems a bit understaffed, doesn't it? But you may not enter. Got it, now get out. The only reason I'm not doing anything is because the game has arbitrarily decided not to let me. Starboard base, clutch you may not enter. Again, you're not prevented. They just ask politely. Sometimes impolitely. This is a store. I know, because I've seen many stores in my day. Alright, what are our current stats looking like? There's not really a convenient way to check, is there? No, that unequipping. $1801. Seven to 22.4. 2011. Big fat 0. Across the board. And of course a variety of other stats we can't check, even with 6. Elena can equip most of this stuff. 30, 54, but weighs 14. And our DPS up does seem like a good plan. Seven shield. Says if I can't even equip this. Which makes the fact they're offering to sell it to us a bit weird. Good talk. Do you sell literally anything I will care enough about? Cashed out. Just paralyzed Chris being dead. Might as well, don't know what the game's gonna throw at us. Filena. Go Pape. Go to the inn, which eventually will also out. The only business in the entire world that will appeal to Klechia. One must wonder how they eat. One must wonder how they look at the fancy orbs in the presidential suite. Fancy rotating orbs. There's a door up there. It was to the regular budget class suite. Up the pub's bouncer. To me, that's literally how he talks, look. Go through a drink just cause you gotta look weird. Don't forget your place, kid. Come on, get out of here. Good talk, my dude. I'm gonna go over here now. Special training? Sure to get a good workout. And then get yourself killed. Oh, no promises. So you're Filena the Flea, eh? Apparently that is what some people have decided to call me. Very good, despite your size. Being literally a tenth the size of the last guy you fought. They don't practice weight classes in the Battler world. It's like the Video Boxing Association. You got a room in the Klechia Quarter now. Don't have a room here anymore. Do I have people? Just barred in a... Okay, you're nobody of consequence. The battle producer chooses all the opponents for the battle show, and then the battle writer writes the scripts. The battle director directs the result performance, with the battle assistant director grabbing people coffee the whole time. The battle battlers do the battling. Okay, we have exactly one person who has changed their dialogue literally at all. Well, we see a second. It's the rector's room. I'm sure the day will come when we get to wreck him ourselves, but that day is not today. I mean, still, how are you? How's the game so far? Hello, Nino. The game is a bit slow and a bit one-dimensional. And a bit lacking in a distinguishable identity of its own, all of which are things I knew when I clicked go. But hey, the NTSC signal filter I had earlier was flickering, and I think that looks really nice. It's all wiggly. I really hope the signal is not bait crushing that. I put a lot of effort into selecting it. Be able to find out the plans for the next battle if you go to the Coliseum. But why would I want to do that? Stock up to 3 weapons, or I was told that already. This room's empty. is empty. Who else wants some? Let's make fun of you with the nickname Filena the Flea. Are they now? But I know your real strength. I'm rooting for ya. He's rooting, he's tooting, he is cowboy shooting. I am disproportionately amused by the fact that you can go down here and just completely break their movement patterns. I want to make my debut soon. I can't wait to die horribly in a fight. As thought you died. Filena, good of you to come. Your opponent this time is a honeybee. It's fast. Oh, you meant like a honeybee. I have to fight a honeybee right now. I don't want to lower the audio just because it seems to be peaking a lot. Do you mean my audio or the game audio? Game audio is being capped quite aggressively already. Game audio, seriously? Like, is that better? Already got it down to like half max. Okay, you're the boss. Can I stab the bee? I can stab the bee. Ouch. The bee can stab me in turn. Eh. Eh. It's really going all out here, isn't it? This honeybee has incredible structural integrity. I'm not entirely sure if these devs really understand how bees work. Jesus Christ. He is kicking my ass. There we go. You did the thing. Better redeem. End the stretch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, jeez, where's my shoulders? Okay. I'm good. I did not die. Next fight's coming up soon. Believe in yourself and fight. If you don't equip the right weapons, you won't be able to use special techniques even if you've learned them already. You better go to the shops and tool yourself up with anything you think you'll need in battle. Okay, what if I check one more time? Dang it. Trying to take it right from my microphone. Chat. Hello, Isaac. Well, I think we're running out of stuff to do. 214 gold. Suppose we could pick up an extra heal to make up for used. Boop, boop. And one less look at bartender. Bouncer, rather. Love the pub's bouncer. What an eccentric performance. I am staggering my saves because I am a coward. End of the next fight, you better have trained up well, only a fool. Let's see if we can do this. I mean, I sure hope so. We don't have any other sources of healing or level grinding as far as I'm aware. Right, move it. And then we went to the Colosseum. The crowd goes wild. Yay. The next battle is Balabas the Lumberjack versus Filena the Flea. This is the second fight for the rookie Filena, who, true to his nickname, bounces around swiftly, like a flea. Just take our word for it. We don't have the correct battle systems to represent it, but it's totally happening. May the divine protection of Devish be upon the brave shoulders who give their lives in combat. Okay, thank you. Bye, have fun. And now we do violence to one another. My crystal axe will tear you limb from limb. Ow. I can't lose to a small fry like you. And you could. You could be very polite, actually. But that's so much damage for this level in the game. Yeah. We did it. It's another miracle! Filena the Flea has defeated Balabas in yet another way. That does not at all reflect the narrative the game is trying to tell. He may have been a lumberjack, but he's not okay. Yeah? Man, I killed the shit out of that guy. Hey, I'm Nest, the battle writer. It's my job to write the scenarios for the show. Your fights are really something. I like you. I'm usually in the pub in town. Buy some time if you like. I know you aren't allowed inside, but come by anyway. As we've established by that very eccentric bouncer. Any of you say anything different? Signs point to no. Anything new added to the shop? Hey, it's Filena the Flea. Our last battle show was really something. Come in, come in. I turned up to the fight drunk. That's you. Yep, this looks like all the same stuff. Can we go home and talk to our beautiful wife who calls herself our wife even though she knows we're both girls? You know, the real sign that this game didn't have much of a legacy going forward is that I just said that sentence out loud and yet nobody fans out about it or writes fanfic or anything. Yeah, if this game had been released anywhere outside of Japan at any other point in history, it would have driven people insane, probably. All kinds of information at the Information Bureau, that's why they call it the Information Bureau. I'm so glad you won again today. You must be so exhausted. Please, rest. You take a nap? Sure, why not? And then we did. Sure you rest in bed after the fight. Bloop. I wasn't super paying attention earlier. Are you the guy whose husband I just killed? Your wife is called Leela, right? Just like me, the only thing she can rely on is her battler husband. It makes me so sad I just have to do a little jig. Okay, yeah, that was a good talk. Hey, you got another honeybee in a box I can talk to? Child. Wow, it's a battler. I'm so glad I talked to you. You have such interesting dialogue. That's the Coliseum. If we go there, they'll make us do a boss battle. Yeah, Gramps, where are you? Gotta kick something's ass. So I can convert it into experience points. Boop. They are really going at that spot in between them, little man. Filena, good of you to come. Your opponent this time is a hedgehog. It's a real tough cookie. Is he now? That is unquestionably a hedgehog. They call him Sonic, because he is faster than sound. He keeps on jumping around. I noticed we were doing considerably less damage. Gotta go faster, 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 faster. Yeah. You're really not taking your lumps properly, my dude. Now, even for something to just get my vocal cords move again, I'm beginning to question the wisdom of, dedicating a stream to this. And then there were fewer hedgehogs. We did learn how to headbutt people. That's not nothing. Just for the sake of it. Is there a reason why there's battles in boxes? If there are, I've not put them together yet. I mean, I could make overtures at the fact that the monster in a box is a known capacity in, you know, the JRPG genre ever since the days of, you know, Final Fantasy. But I guess I'm gonna go completely ignore that and go see if we can't advance what passes for a plot at this point. There's more to this game than just doing Coliseum fights. I swear. Frequently, but I also promise. Right, move it. So they're just not resupplying these battlers. I forgot to go to the pub, god damn it. Filena, the miracle has returned! Had to beat all of 2 fights to get here. This time his opponents are Goliath the Splatterer and Filardo the Impaler. Okay, you're the lady with the husband. I'm gonna make a point to kill you first. May the divine protection of Devis be upon the brave souls who give their lives in combat. I haven't decided if you're the same guy with the same voice or not. Let's go. I didn't want to fight 2 against 1 in a handicapped fight like this. Don't question why one of these guys is a chainsaw in our medieval setting. For the sake of my family, I can't die here. Filardo, you keep talking such crap. Doesn't matter what the hell kind of fight it is, as long as you win. Ow. Yeah. Well, I think I've identified the dangerous one. As usual, my instincts were correct. Filena, you weren't joking. They said you were strong. You could attack twice in 1 turn. And you're statistically an improvement over most of your opponents. And you've also figured out to use melee attacks and items in the same fight. Ow, 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 ow. Poke, poke. Blah, blah, blah. My crystal spear feels so heavy. Sarah, have a happy life. Brr. Poke. Poke. And... damn it. Why won't you die already? See, the thing I love about this game is how much it gives all of its moments time to breathe. You know, really let you appreciate what's happening before it goes on to, just making you sit there hitting A repeatedly again. Got some H material. And we learnt Excel Slash. It's yet another miracle! How long can little Filena keep winning, son? Look forward to the coming results. Not gonna say anything to yourself, Filena? No? Okay. You can go inside here now. Your battles are pretty fun to watch. Do me a favor and really give him hell next time. I prefer to just drink away my sorrows. I'm pretty down lately. That's why I took it out on you last turn. I'm sorry. The part where I'm not. That nest's been coming in here every day lately. So right at the theater, the next town over. Where it is, they were performing the taboo memes dance. The taboo memes dance. The taboo... Memes, Jack. Yeah, there's so many options for what I could say in response to that. I'm kind of locking up here. What about the doctor who was at the Imperial Hospital? This guy walked into his office and said he felt really depressed. Felt lower than he'd ever been in his life. He's feeling awful. So the doctor looks at this guy and he says, "Oh, don't worry, great clown Pagliacci is in town. Go to him and you'll cheer right up." Now they turned against the authorities and got the sack. Even the citizens have some idiots in their ranks who try and stand up to the Empire. Hey, mind if I come up on stage and poke you? My dance is the most popular here, and I'm way hotter than that old dancer Milica. Really partying your ass off over there, aren't ya? Alright. Stationist run, have you upgraded your wares yet? No. We gotta talk to our beautiful wife. Oh, I'd appreciate if you... Yeah. My wife. Welcome back. I was just thinking for a moment there. Hey, Filena. Just wondering, but... if you had a brother you didn't know about, would you want to meet him? Would you want to meet him? I don't actually know what happens here if we say no. But also that would feel like a weird thing to say. I am Letorn. I want to beat him asking for a friend. Yeah, I'll play your game. I theoretically would have spent $5 on it. By 5, I mean closer to 50. Yeah, that's right. We Kletchi are taken from our families at birth, but we still want to see them. I heard a weird rumor today. They say your next opponent is going to be your brother. Never mind the rumors, okay? I'm sure it's not true. Foreshadowing is a literary device in which... Okay. bed, nap. Game's really giving us a lot to commentate on here. You can see why I was so eager to play this. The thing is, like, I kind of almost see where they're going with this. There is, where's the Coliseum? I'm getting myself. We can literally just leave if we feel so inclined. No one is stopping us. Seems to defeat the point of being a slave, which actually feeds very well into what I was about to say. I kind of understand what they're going for here. There was another turn-based RPG released on the Dreamcast, developed by Capcom by the name of Eldorado Gate, that began in a way similar to this. Eldorado Gate does not have a fan translation available. I heard one had started development like last year, so keep an eye out. Anyway, I bring it up because that game had a sort of similar-ish setup where your first protagonist, it was sort of like Live a Live, there were multiple. Your first protagonist wound up going into debt and working in a mine to, like, pay it off. A review I read mentioned that you poke around and you go through the same tunnels, fighting the same random encounters, picking up like 100 gold a run. And you do this like a few times in a row, enough that it gets tedious. So you get into the character's headspace, and they thought it was pretty good, and I thought it was pretty good from the way they made it sound. The thing that game did is that it made you do the circle just often enough to feel like you were actually trapped in debt slavery. And then it made the plot happen. Thank you, sir. Oi. Thing is, you compare that to this game, they're telling us very explicitly in like 3/4 of the dialogue of the local NPCs. You're a slave, you have no freedom, you're the victim of fantasy racism that affects blue-eyed, blonde, white people, everyone hates you. We could literally go anywhere and do anything. We could just leave. I demonstrated a few minutes ago, you can in fact just go outside and leave, and the reason you're not is because the game hasn't set any event flags that lets you do anything yet. It's not exactly a peak. So I don't feel like I'm trapped and, being forced to work. I feel like I'm just poking around because the game doesn't have anything else going on. Filena, good of you to come. Your opponent this time is a battler from the Academy. For this battle, I'm going to have you fight without any of your weapons or armor. You must know your own strength. Your equipment was removed. Even your pants. You drop your guard, you two. Right. I won't hold back. Here I come. Jesus Christ. That hits so hard. I'm gonna headbutt ya. Elena knows how to headbutt people, but not how to punch. Which, I mean, I guess it worked out for her, so, like, okay. Where did we find a rock? We were inside. I've lost. Filena. Your strength isn't just some kind of fluke, it's the real thing. I learned that much by fighting you. Because I still don't have enough training under my belt. I hope you win in your next fight, too. Well done, Filena. Once you put your equipment back on, take on the next battle. I have nothing left to teach you now. Also, I'm 2 days away from retirement. Would you like to see this photo of my fiancé? We're going to get married after the war. I pray for your victory. We go put your pants back on. Slash crispy. Is there somewhere I can check? Oh, nope. That guy literally... Did he get a single hit on us? I'll move you back up to the front. I don't know how I did that originally. Jumping slash attacks and lowers hit rate. An electric attack. I don't know how we choose. Which of our... So they mentioned earlier, Isaac, thank you for clocking in with your shift at the lab and also for the water. And the stretch. I am stiff enough that I probably need that. But we're gonna do this, we're gonna do it right. It's probably a bad sign if that, like, really stings, right? Hey, I'm sorry I killed your husband. Pretty soon they're going to send me out to work as a servant for citizens. It's not your fault my husband died. It's just a battler's fate. And then, having fulfilled her narrative purpose, she disappeared from the game entirely. Honk shoo, honk shoo. Now, I'm going to go poke at the game with this equipment set up and see if I cannot, perhaps... Why does this hallway even exist? See if we can't get some use out of that new attack we just earned, and if so... if it is worth the equipment change. But you are sparkly, but you're just a person, significantly less interesting. So plenty of time until the next fight. Cool your ears and come back later. Yeah, so you've heard that rumor too? Yeah. Your next opponent will be your brother. The thing is... well, I can't tell you here. Oh, my. Well... here, follow me to this back alley with no witnesses. Your next opponent isn't your real brother, just one of the battle producer's tricks. It's producer's trick. You've got to just ignore it and fight on. This is just like my favorite scene in Gravity Falls, where Stu just came in and told us and told the cast that it was a brother portal and they didn't do anything to build up to it at all. Just came out and said, "Hey guys, I just checked the basement and it turns out that Grunkle Stan is building a portal because his brother's inside," or however that bit went. And the crowd goes wild. Yay. Ever the crowd pleaser, Filena finally makes his appearance. Today's fight is truly a star-crossed battle. Can Filena defeat his own brother in a battle to the death? A long time, Filena. Because Filena was it's Shakespeare by way of early appearance, Sailor Uranus by way of, you know, that sort of storyline. They had her raised as a girl, as a boy, to protect her from enemies they are still not telling her about, even though we, the audience, the player, were told about it in the opening Star Wars text scroll. Anyway, I don't know if your name is Ficos or Ficos. And also we look like as little like each other as these chibi sprites will let us, so I'm gonna have to talk to casting later. May the divine protection of Dervish be upon the brave souls who gave their lives in combat. Okay, thank you, I appreciate your well wishes. How could we be fated to kill each other, even though we're brothers? Blip, 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 blip. You're not seriously going to fight your own brother, right? The grass pics on the blue text box really make me think of Pokemon. I think the color of the text box is much closer to, like Final Fantasy 1 through 6. Final Fantasy 1 through 9, really, than a Pokemon. Which, this game is also ripping off in several other ways, including... 48... You're trying to kill me? I'm your real brother! I take it there is no such thing as a Klechia action school, as a Klechia acting school. Eh. What a climactic duel for the ages. 5 experience, my god, that's just rude. I'm just a phony battler. I just pretended to be your brother. Protect my beloved wife and sons' lives. Filena is victorious. He felled his brother without the slightest hesitation. Rafiko's wife, Milika. Oh, you're the washed-up old hag dancer. I won't forget your name. I'll get my revenge on you one day. Feast. Take a look at this man's face. This is the man who murdered your father. Sir, the battler's really something, isn't he? Meanwhile, back at the ranch. You see, the thing is, the other thing that is separate from all the other things I've mentioned in the course of this stream is, I know the game is trying to convey, like, with how many pauses Filena took while walking around in the course of that cutscene, that, like, she was torn up, she does feel sad for this man, but, I don't know, there's a limit to how much specific emotion you can convey with a 16 by 16 sprite of a chibi figure looking in one direction instead of another. Classic Final Fantasies understood this. That's why they didn't have silent protagonists. And Filena is also not a silent protagonist, but they're kind of having it both ways. By only having her talk in, like, the big money cutscenes that last several minutes. I don't know, like a band. He's got some real brass balls on him to be able to calmly kill his brother like that. So do they just, like, not tell the rector anything? To have him kill a man right in front of his wife and son. That battle writer knows how to write a good script, alright? Milika. See, now, how difficult was that? How hard would it have been to put that, you know, in the scene where we talk to, Biliardo, who still has a stupid name's wife, after, you know, stabbing him repeatedly. This is a battler's fate. Alright, time to go home. Take the hell out of that nap. Whoop, 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 whoop. Actually, now before we do that, whip in order of attack power. I am home. Kill the shit out of that dude. Like how the bit at the top is still in Japanese. There's a decent amount of stuff that slipped through the cracks. This game does not attract that much attention, even from fan translators. Sorry. Whenever I think about the thought of you losing, I get so sad. Filena looks so glum. There's no way you'd lose, you're the main character. I believe in you. I'll take a nap now. No, I will not take a nap from my nap. Okay, anytime you feel like it. And just like that, she's gone. Never to be seen from again. But on the plus side, when we run, it makes our little legs move very fast, and I find that amusing. Hey, I need cheap foreshadowing for today. Don't you worry about Ficos. Problem is the next fight. I would stop it if I could, but even though I'm the writer, I don't have the power to change it. Sorry, I can't talk about it. I'll be drinking my month's wages tonight. Everybody still talking about the memes dance. You're happening at the hospital. So you're the battler they're all talking about. Lee or the ant or something. Dude, that was like 2 fights ago. Keep up. Been working hard for such a scrawny little boy. But I can't give you any treatment, though. After all, you're still a Glechia. I'm so evil. Yep. Everybody yells at us to scram, but the devs did not know how to make an RPG without a free roam town section. So we're still here. And we can still talk to this guy. Doctor was here before. He was always drunk, but he was the best in the whole empire. You know, I don't think that's how that works. But he just disappeared. One day, you say, he's turned up in other towns. I mean, if his big thing is constantly getting drunk, I imagine he gets turned up wherever he goes. It's so funny. It was when new doctor came that it made me take weird medicine. The new. Sorry, I'm forgetting the word. A doctor. To be honest, I was not expecting you to have new dialogue. I was kind of hoping you'd go over this again for the people who showed up since live stream. This old man, this white bearded old man. He is 14. I'm 30 years old. No, like, literally, he is 14. He came in with an ordinary cold. The doctor gave him that strange medicine. There's a plot of some nature happening here. The game won't let us investigate, and, the fact that it is, in fact, completely optional to check the foreshadowing thus far. You still sell the same shit. I don't know why there's an inn when we can just go to our house. I mean, I'm sure it's because we're not going to be able to do that forever. Stop playing the fool. I'm the instructor here now, not Xena. Hey guys, I wonder who we're gonna have to fight when we go to the Coliseum. Wonder who they're gonna make us. Who they're gonna make us fight. Who do you think it's gonna be? Who do you think it's gonna be, chat? This fight looks like it's gonna be good and didn't have to work. I've been watching it myself. And I'm gonna give you the option to say no, just get in there. Alright, move it. And the crowd goes wild. Yay. How much playtime of this game comes just from the amount of time we have to spend watching Filena walk places? Fratricide Filena returns! You know, it's probably not good for our branding that we wind up changing ring names literally every fight. Feels, inefficient, probably really hurts our SEO. What's this? This time he will be fighting his old master, Xena! No! I never would have guessed. This truly is a groundbreaking battle. I'm still an old man. Something, praise be to Davis. Bye-bye. Maybe if we just leave. Filena, I have nothing left to teach you. But I'll say this. No matter who you're up against, give it everything you've got. Think only about survival. Master Xena. Oh, Grandpa Xena. Why do I have to fight you? Give it your all, Filena. Yeah. Filena, think of this as fate. Don't think about the fact that I'm like 5 times your size. Just stab me repeatedly. It'll take eventually. You must overcome me. Now, fight me like you mean it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they're... You won't be able to beat me like that. They're doing the thing where, Filena, give it all you've got. Okay. Grandpa Xena. Done. There's an actual video game you're expected to play here eventually, I swear. Pazena. I'm sure that one text box is accounted for, like, copy-paste in different places. Accounted for, like, 70% of Filena's dialogue across the entire game. Well done. Filena. Take this necklace. I think it will pair very well with your eyes. Grandpa, Zena, don't die. Well, if you ask like that, don't cry. Others must not cry. Grandpa Zena, I would have fought anyone but you. Go to the Patient Bureau. This necklace, the hope of Filena, holds your secrets. My queen could be. Queen? Who? What do you mean goodbye? Pazena, hold on, don't die. But then he did anyway. The mighty Filena has surpassed Zena, his master. Yet now that things have come this far, I feel a terrible fear in the Colosseum. Does a human heart beat in Filena's chest? They dragged her right back along the same line. It was great. So, today's fight was quite the show, wasn't it? I can't stop laughing. Please imagine me twirling my mustache most villainously. Thanks to him, the number of spectators is soaring. I thought he'd snuff it in his debut fight. I had no idea he'd make it this far. How long are you gonna keep crying? He's dead and he's not coming back. You know, it really is convenient how the Empire managed to find an army made up entirely of complete doucheweasels. I imagine being evil would be very difficult if you had to hire, like, people with, like, thoughts and feelings and stuff. But let's just think about winning fights and surviving. Okay, I'm gonna go home now. Okay, time to lock this fact of what happened into amber for all of time. Much people are distracted, or many things. Circuitous, repetitive. What happened with Xana was a tragedy. You wanna check something out, you say? Go to the Door Information Bureau. I have a data analysis room there and all. Alright then, Filena, I'll wait outside the Information Bureau. I'll come by in a few drinks. I guess everybody needs a hobby. I don't think we took a single hit that entire fight, but for completion's sake, Well. Oop. Oh, nothing to say to comfort me. After the Empire tied me down and forced me to stab the man who raised me in cold blood. Look at me, I'm trying to stand pensively in the sunbeam, but unfortunately the files aren't laid out properly. Damn. Man of shit in Detroit. What are you doing up here? All kinds of information at the Information Bureau. That's why it's called the Information Bureau. Now, the question we find ourselves facing: where the hell is the Information Bureau? Is it mayhaps down here? This place is off limits to Klechia. Hold it. He's with me. Oh, it's Mr. Nest. Excuse me, sir. But the rules are fine. I just want to take a peek at some Battle Show data so I can write a new scenario. But I'll take responsibility for it. Yes, sir. My apologies. Oh, good talk. Looks like we made it. And here's where the real trouble starts. The problem? Well, the thing is... What? You don't actually know where the analysis room is? Keep your voice down. I'm not a scientist or anything. How should I know about that stuff? To be fair, I am some kind of scientist or something. I also don't know where they keep that stuff. Oh, don't worry, we'll find it soon. Nest joined the party. The analysis room is on the second floor, sir. That's convenient. Adrenaline. Just inject that directly into our skeleton. Wind water. Just 500 HP. It's a ridiculous amount of HP. Gee, this place is very long and circuitous and not very efficiently designed. I'm sure that doesn't mean anything. You got the tea. It cures wounded. Fun fact, that's also how it works in real life. Got stabbed? Just drink some tea. That'll stitch itself right back up. Here we are. Aha! This is the data analyzer. It'll tell you how to operate it itself. I'll wait outside the room. Wait! What? Nest, why are you helping me like this? Am I bothering you? Well, I've realized something in my long career. Writing people's murders. When I saw you fight against the odds in the Colosseum, I was inspired. I realized that I too wanted to fight back against the Empire. My invisible enemy. I don't think the empire you live in, where the national pastime seems to be talking about how much you hate slaves, really counts as an invisible enemy. Guess I'm just really taken with you in a way. Wait, don't get the wrong idea, I'm not into that. Please place the object you want to analyze into the slot. Code SED098, Hope of Filena, placed in slot. As a computer, I am legally obligated to talk like this. It is a bit racist, but the director would not let me take any other approach to the role. Analyzing. Still analyzing. Not done analyzing yet. Keep your goddamn pants on. Analysis complete. I hope it was worth it. Analysis results. A Filena video storage device. Now playing stored data. Never gonna give you no, okay. Well, they used entire 2 layers. Filena, this is the sea. This is the Filena Sea, where you were born. Do you think? Isn't it beautiful? We Filenans lived prosperously thanks to the blessings of the sea. One day, 16 years ago, the Imperial Army launched an attack on Filena. Everything changed when the Imperial nation attacked. They spontaneously planted volcanoes inside the buildings. Set very small, precisely placed patches of fire to make everything look destroyed. It's horrible. Our kingdom crumbles away. I have a very hard time finding voices for characters because all of them have the same face because they only have 5 pixels between them. Queen and I are prepared to go with it. Sire, Uto and I shall join you and the kingdom. No, you must live. Live and protect the 2 Filenas, the treasures of our kingdom. This is getting out of hand, and there's 2 of them. My queen. To Uto, I entrust the sword of Filena. This treasured blade is the guardian of the sea. It contains the power of miracles within. To Xena, I entrust my beloved child, Filena. Xena, only you can bring her out to be strong and brave by repeatedly punching her in the face. Every day for 16 years. I have the utmost faith in your ability to do this. Zono, Uto, our hopes rest with you. Sire, rely on us. We shall stake our lives on their safety. I will beat the ever-loving shit out of this child until she is max level. Or die trying. As long as the two Filenas are safe, Filena will return. In Eien no Filena 2, the search for more money. All my hopes and faith lie with them. Farewell. We're gonna go inside this room and just spontaneously combust now. Sire! Oh, they put the castle on a set of pontoons so it could, be sunk at an appropriate distance from the shoreline. How thoughtful. Palace. The palace is sinking. Can I see this man's face? I have nothing to work with here. Goodbye, Filena. My beloved Filena. You're such a well-crafted blade. Oh yeah, and there was also a baby too, wasn't there? Goodbye. Nasetta. And so Dracula slept for Dracula slept for another 100 years. I can't remember if this cameraman's getting all the settings. Yeah, they really positioned themselves in the exact right place to get all the shots. Yes, Filena. You, please imagine me pointing at the camera really dramatically. You are the only heir to the kingdom. You are the queen of Filena. You must revive the sea, which has died under the rule of the Empire. Then, we must rebuild our glorious kingdom, Filena. My queen, go to the imperial capital of Bor and see the blacksmith Uto. Uto must be taking care of the miraculous blade, the sword of Filena. Your true identity must never be made known to the Empire. Let no one know you are the Queen of Filena. Let no one know you are a woman. Code. Scramble. Code. Scramble. After baby number 2, am I right? To be clear, baby number 2 was stored. There was not actually a baby number 2. Imperial top secret information has been detected in the video data. See, this is why I don't trust the spread of AI. They can just scan anything in seconds. Enter your citizen's code immediately. This is an order. Elena, what the hell did you do? Get caught by the guards, we're going to jail. Get out of here. I want to... And now we have random encounters. See, it's a real video game. Eh. Ow. We can in fact bonk people with hammers, and they will die. Don't worry, I'm sure killing those guards won't have any implications on our careers in the future. It's fine. It's fine, actually. Look, there's a healing pod right here inside. I also still have that hyper material. Want some? That guy has a shotgun. I don't like the look of him. I'm going to deal with him first. Which... What do you think is the over-under on the odds that by the time we get out of this little mini-dungeon, we have in fact fought more guards than there were people in the town before we arrived? Ow. 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 Oh. Will you quit that? For the record, this is a full ATB system. The game continues to run even while you are menuing. So the faster you button mash, the faster your attacks come out and the fewer turns the enemy gets. Honk. I do not know why Nest carried a hammer with him when he went to the bar, but I suppose I'm thankful he did. We do the levels up. We fight more dudes, or we fight a more dude. Bonk. And so now that our righteous heroes have slaughtered well over a dozen people, JRPGs, I love you dearly. You are my favorite video game genre. I never know how to commentate while playing you. Bonk. Learn to chain buster. So, Chainbuster is a smashy type attack, so hopefully he should be able to use it while... Yeah, there it is. Just to see what happens. Bonk, 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 bonk. Good going, team. We're winners. Got a helmed X. 67. 83. You need help more. If it's getting me to take a little nap, enjoy a game. I will do my damnedest, thank you, Nino. Hydrate. Probably feel dry. There they are. Don't let them get away. Damn it, they were waiting for us. How could they possibly have known we would go towards the only exit in the entire building? Well, if it isn't Ness. You may be the battle writer, but not even your incredibly respected career as an author of professional wrestling scripts, essentially, is going to save you now. Especially after you've killed so many of my men. Now let's talk. Tell me what you know about that top secret Imperial information. Top secret information? Oh, they spontaneously combusted. You know, lots of people spontaneously combust every year. It's just not widely reported on. Those who tread upon the secrets of the Empire will encounter the Black Devils. Get used to this guy, we'll be seeing a lot of him. Those who see the Black Devils will die. Black Devils? So the rumors were true. Filena, be careful. He's no ordinary soldier. Teleport's behind us. You shall die nameless, Filena. Wait. The world will be ignorant of your miserable demise. Your deaths will be anonymous and meaningless. Oh, what a dick. Tall drink of water, isn't it? Ow, okay. How these games work, you just gotta keep layering on the damage until something gives. I see you can almost keep up with me. You've got some guts. Yeah, I need them to digest food. You know, because of the gas. Oh god, I don't remember which of these, Curious Eep. You know, I was going to wake him up, but if you insist on playing it like that... Let's make really sure we take our naps. There we go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Impossible. How could I lose? Well, you see, I just kept picking attack options until your HP went down to 0. Now, if you want me to compress everything about this game down into one sentence, every single time we fight one of these elite Imperial dudes in the entire game, it is that fight cycled verbatim. Same sprite, same music. This is seriously bad news, Filena. Let's get a move on. Whoop, 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 whoop. This is 2. They got away. Raider is Filena. been stabbed over 30 times in the chest and been struck at least 60 with a large hammer. So if you could send some sort of medical attention, the rest is up to you. Oh, their self-disposing bodies, very eco-friendly. Well, this is a fine kettle of fish. It is a sentence people don't say often enough. Nest! What are those black devils? I heard the rumors, but I never thought they really existed. Imperial Secret Intelligence Force, also known as the Black Devils. Oh, I see, the Black Devils, the Black Devils. That explains everything. Why are they after us? What you viewed was top secret intelligence that poses a threat to the Empire. What the hell were you investigating? So, you won't tell me. Fine, if you don't want to tell me, I won't force it out of you. Nest, I can't begin to apologize for getting you involved. Hey, you don't have to apologize. It may sound strange, but to be honest, I was always hoping things would turn out this way. Me almost getting assassinated by, you know, teleporting devils. Pretty rad. I finally decided to kiss my old life goodbye. Right, what should we do now? I've got to go back home for now. I'm sure they'll never think to look for me there. Go into your house? Don't you know it's dangerous? Maybe, but my wife, Leela's there. Your wife? Right, I know. Leave the escape plan to me. Meet you at your house later. We've killed Imperial soldiers. It's only a matter of time before they put out an APB on us. We've killed, like, a lot of Imperial soldiers. There's no time. We've got to hurry. Locked? Who even did that? Yeah, none of you have anything. And there's a piano and you can't interact with it. Now that's how you know this is a half-assed RPG. You can put a piano in a video game if you can't. It's fine, I just wanted to help. And nobody appreciates my efforts. Bad status for dummies. Enter eye drops, poison blind. Okay, I'll see a doctor. Okay, yeah, nobody has added anything to our discussion of life. So let's make like a tree and get out of here. Oh, they appear to have eaten all of our neighbors. That's sad. This house is only one room. And it doesn't have a toilet. No, don't come in, I'm naked! I'll have revenge on you for my dead husband, Phycos, just in case you forgot who he was. Filena, this is it. Filena. What did you do to Filena? It's poison, he's blind now. You witch. I'm sure it would have rhymed. How could you... Hold it right there. You're the battler, Filena. Just in case you forgot. You're under arrest for the murder of Imperial soldiers and guards. Filena? Murder? Impossible. Filena only does that in the context of state-sanctioned entertainment. Officer, I blinded him as ordered. I have no business with you, Kletchy, a wench. Get in our way and we'll arrest you too. Hold on a second. I blinded him with this poison like I promised. Hurry up and give me back my son. You stupid Kletchia. There's no need for an Imperial soldier to keep promises with a Kletchia like you. Lady, you kind of brought this one upon yourself. No, well... Okay, maybe. Take these scum away. How'd you like a taste of my hell gun, soldier? Backstabbing. Bastard! Why is an Imperial citizen like you helping? Someday somebody's gonna say it with a hard R, and I don't know if I'm ready for that moment to come. Sorry, but I've given up on the whole Imperial citizen thing. Oh, really? And you can die here, nameless and worthless. Damn it, eat this. An attempt was made. Lena, you okay? Voice. Is that... Nest? Can't you see? That Milika threw poison into his eyes. Her name is Milika, like Millipede, and she's got poison, like certain they get it. So what? What about me? My husband was murdered, and then my son was... Cut it out. I'm having a cat fight here. We're rebels now. We'll all be on the wanted list soon. And what should we do? We're gonna run. We're getting the hell out of Dora. Meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom. Filena, can you walk? Yeah, I guess. Wait, hold on. But how are we gonna escape? Just leave it to me. Like it, I spent a respectable amount of time setting all this up. for reasons that are completely different than what I'm using them for now, that we may never see. Nesh. Okay. I'm the exact same character, but I'm different because I have a different number next to my name. So he was the rebel citizen Baraba 2 was talking about, see? Different guy. Even so, how pathetic Baraba 2 was. And even Baraba 6, who was disguised as an officer. Fools. They lowered their guard. Still, if they haven't noticed, the bottle of poison we gave the Kletchia woman contains a transmitter. Transmitter sensitivity is just right. By the way, Baraba 3, what's that nest man going to do? It's going to the academy. Planning to use the sewer beneath it as an escape route. We don't have any differentiating characters for a person voicing us to latch onto for voice direction. It's very upsetting. You see, I suppose as a battle writer, it's no surprise he'd know about the sewers below. One of the most important steps of the battle writer test is to learn all about local civic architecture. As we all know. Then we'll head him off there. Baraba 4, Baraba 5, come in. Not going. No way I could leave Fist behind. Don't you get it? You won't be able to see Fist again if you die here. I know that, but... Come on, Nest, this airhead's not gonna help us. A waste of time. Fine, if you want to die, you can do whatever you like. Then she turns back. Hey, wait! I'll go with you after all. You could set your watch by it. Fire! This is no ordinary fire. No sign of any of the guards or battlers here. Why did we go in here again? They have all been annihilated. You too shall die here, nameless. Soon the fire will spread to the basement, blocking off the sewer routes. There's no escape. I'm so evil. Damn it, they knew where we were headed. Everyone hurry to the basement. Let's... Oop. Op. I'll blow them up. Along with the academy. No, explosion would be too much. Attracts too much attention. I don't care. Better than having them escape. I won't make the same mistake that Baraba 6 made. Very well. You wanna put that on, lady? It kinda is the only thing that separates us. What's wrong? I dropped the antidote. Never mind that. We don't need an antidote for the poison you gave our protagonist. What, are you crazy? That sound. It was considerably differently designed from the rest of the audio. No. They're trying to blow us up. Gotta get out of here. Move it now. So why is the escape route inside a dungeon cell again? Filena, you fell behind us. We'll lead the way. Your starting equipment is a pot lid. I am prepared to take granted that you are not much of a frontline fighter. I guess Nest will just have to carry us. So that's how this first stream will be ending. Will there be a second episode? I do not know. On the one hand, I still find this game sort of interesting in a sort of I think I might have just hyperfixated on it kind of way. But, on the other, you all saw it. I still have a lot of things to think about in terms of where I want to go with the whole channel. But there's still a decent amount of people here in chat despite everything, so we will be raiding out for once, and we will be raiding out to Weebab.exe would be Kickstarter funded indie animation writer, director, and streamer. Currently streaming DK64, another game that is weird and unusual. Please do stick around. It is my sincerest and most beloved hope that despite everything, y'all enjoyed yourselves at least a little. I will be seeing you all on the weekend. So I look forward to that. Sunday we will finally be getting back to the thing the channel's actually about. And till then, hope you all enjoy. Next time I've been Mitsuda, and you've been watching something I don't know if you'll be watching again. Goodbye.